Salve, salve, rapaz! Beleza, velho? Deco com vocês! Começando hoje nossa série de Life is Strange Reunion. O final. O final. Dessa série de jogos.
My name is Max Caulfield. I
Max
came back to
Caulfield.
Arcadia Bay to study photography at Blackwell Academy. But it was there I started having visions. Visions of the town being wiped out by an impossible storm. I fled to the bathroom to compose myself, but instead witnessed something awful. No! Instinctively reaching out, I discovered I could rewind time.
The girl Max saved was me.
Chloe Price and I were childhood best friends.
We grew close once more as we reveled in Max's strange new powers.
We discovered I can freely rewind up to a few minutes at a time. And if I concentrate on a photo, I can travel much further into the past, projecting my mind back into my younger body.
But we also learned that making significant changes to the past can have devastating consequences for the present.
With the aid of my power, we solved the disappearance of Chloe's friend, Rachel.
But even though we brought Rachel justice, Max's twisting of time had a cost. The storm. Looking down into Arcadia Bay from the lighthouse as the storm raged, I truly believed the only way to save everyone else was for Max to rewind back to that fateful bathroom and let me die.
I was forced to make an impossible choice. Save Chloe, or save Arcadia Bay. After everything that happened, I didn't use my powers for years. I lost myself in photography, a career that brought me to Vermont's prestigious Caledon University, at the invitation of its president, Yasmin Fayed. Being an artist in residence, I worked with some incredible students and staff. Like Amanda Thomas, the lively stand-up comedian who works at the Snapping Turtle, and Ven Lang, Yasmin's assistant and then leader of the mysterious Abraxas Society. Most importantly, I became close friends with Moses Murphy, a nerdy astrophysicist, and Safi Llewellyn Fayed, a glamorous student of poetry, and Yasmin's daughter.
Then, tragedy struck. After a night of stargazing, Max found Safi murdered.
For days, I mourned. Safi's death bringing back painful memories of Chloe, Arcadia Bay, of everything we lost. Then, I heard Safi's voice again. I reached out with my power, rusty from disuse, and shifted into a parallel timeline where Safi was still alive, but still in danger.
Shifting back and forth between the two timelines, Max's investigation uncovered many secrets of Caledon, but the clues didn't add up.
Until I discovered I was not the only one with powers. Safi was a shapeshifter and was using her ability to sow discord and suspicion among the Caledon faculty that she blamed for the fate of her best friend Maya, who took her own life. Working together, we exposed the truth, but in so doing, we discovered someone else had been instrumental in covering up the lies of Caledon. Safi's mother, Yasmin.
Years of resentment overrode Safi's control of her power, her consciousness splintering across the campus as an impossible storm loomed overhead.
In desperation, I grabbed hold of Safi and a photo and pulled both our minds back in time.
In the past, Safi, now clear-minded, begged Max to shoot her, to stop this horror from happening again.
But I refused to repeat my past mistakes, torn between two terrible options. I chose a third way. Inside the storm, causality fractured. I faced my past and united the fragments of Safi's mind. I merged the timelines back into one, saving Sophie, and together we escaped the storm.
An action that will have significant repercussions. And Sophie herself? She left Caledon on a quest to find other people like her. But before she did, she asked Max if she would support her, flaws and all, or condemn her for the people she hurt.
From the moment I merged the timelines, my ability to rewind time started to return. I have this power to help people. After everything I've been through, I won't run from it anymore.
Ah, eu gosto dela, mas... Que porra de romance. Pô, depois eu faço tudo ao contrário. Tem que jogar 2 vezes mesmo, que eu sei.
Yeah, and tell her to get the fuck out of there, okay? I don't know how. Maybe. Hold on. Maybe try reminding her that a drum machine doesn't take up half the van and smell like ass after the gig.
Ass!
20 minutes? Yeah. Okay. I can make that work.
Last call, dearie. Either your band is heading on stage now, or I call the show.
Fuck. No show means no fee, means no gas, means no tour, means... Fuck!
Ela virou uma cantora famosa.
Maybe
Não!
call the Board of Health while you're at it, asshole. Or the cockroach is part of the catering service.
What are you on about?
I'm talking about my lead singer puking her guts out because you're feeding us rancid red vines and pestilence.
All right. Sorry. Take all the time you need.
Solid play for tonight. But now this will definitely be our last gig here.
Você tem poder também. Você não tinha poder no primeiro. Não mete o louco, não. Apesar que tem um jogo que eu não joguei dele. Que porra é essa? Olha o jogo quebrando as próprias regras. O banheiro da escola onde ela foi morta, né?
Not again. It keeps getting...
Now, let's talk business. Wrong. You got hella cash.
Is that me in high school? I never talked like that, did I?
Ah, he does corre. Ué? Ela não pula.
Now, let's talk business. Wrong. You got hella cash.
Is that me in high school?
How long has this been going
Essa cá.
on? These nightmares that feel like memories. They're only getting worse.
Ela tá.
Stalling, Max. Pull the trigger.
That memory can't be real. The Max I know wouldn't shoot anyone. But why does it feel real?
I'm so glad you're my partner in crime.
As long as you're my partner in time.
Tô sem grana.
Max is always on my mind. Lately, I feel like she's the only thing in my mind that belongs there.
Ela tá com poderes, né?
Does every daughter have nightmares that she killed her mom, even though she's still very much alive? Or is that just me?
A version of me. If Max didn't rewind to save me. She's not me. But she's a part of me. The question is, how much?
Max? Who the fuck are you? Max, no!
There's one person who can help me understand what the fuck is going on. But why do I keep hallucinating her pointing a gun at me?
What is going on in there? Where the hell is the bad?
I just told you, man. It's a fucking plague zone back here. How about crawling out of my ass and getting us some sawdust and Febreze?
Oxi. Eu botei muita frente de diretorais, então.
Wow.
Next. Voltou para cá de bem?
Okay, fine. I'll go get my camera. Just keep being resplendent till I get back. How long was I gone on this trip? 3 days? Somehow it still feels good to come home to Vermont.
Não, ela tá na cidade do jogo. Do segundo
My
jogo.
camera is underneath all this. Carp, this weekend was the height of my professional success. And I survived it on donuts and coffee. I always tell my students that a key to being an artist is a daily journal practice. Sometimes I even follow it myself. After last year, it was time to start fresh with a new journal. I never responded to this. I should. Once I somehow figure out what to say.
A Sophie.
My manager Hazel is... and sometimes I want to kill her. Some of my students take my class. Loretta is smart enough to half-ass her assignments and get away. My most trusted companion. My agent Hazel said I need to look more like an artist. So I bought this hat. I think I'll stick to looking like Max.
Achou.
One gallery showing, 3 magazine meetings, and 1 commission. The further my life takes me, the more I find myself coming back to this trusty old friend. Nothing like a satisfying click, a soothing whir, and a toasty photo blossoming into view.
Certeza que é um coletável isso aqui.
The selfie I took just before this trip. I think I knew I'd want to hold on to this moment. Time for your close-up. Something horrible is
Eita,
happening
Prima.
on campus. I've got to get back now.
Max, sua louca. Liga, sua louca.
I've been gone for 3 days and all hell has broken loose. This is so horrible. The Abraxas logo. Killers. What does all this mean? Loretta's march? What does Loretta have to do with the...
Where's the damn fire department? They're all tied up at that destroyed building where this mess started. Fremont? But all the students are down here! Fuck!
All units on site, 1082 at the Fine Arts Building. Repeat, all units.
Damn it! Come on!
Campus security is out in force. Is it for the fire or something else?
Eu tô procurando coletável, tá, gente?
Where did all this come from?
Get us out of here!
No! Hang on! I will get help!
Caralho, que fita!
Can't get in here!
Someone set this fire on purpose.
Damn it! The security! There's students trapped in the atrium!
No shit, you need to clear out now!
Nossa senhora.
The whole campus is burning. This is so horrible.
Caralho, o campo. Moses.
Moses? Hold on! I'm coming!
Hurry, the roof is caving in!
Caralho, que bosta, mano. Por essa eu não esperava.
No, no, no. Come on. Come on. I'll save you, Moses. I'll save everyone. Just give me time.
Mas você ainda tem esse poder? Ah, ela tem. Caralho, ela vai ficar bolada, porque ela tem o poder de voltar no tempo e o poder de viajar entre dimensions.
No smoke. No screams. I did it. Oh God. I did it. I jumped into a photo again. I'm sure this won't have terrible, far-reaching consequences for the school or the people I love. What have I done?
Não, isso aqui são seus amigos.
It's Friday. The fire started Sunday evening. Okay. Okay.
No outro jogo
Maybe
você
I
falou que ia
shouldn't
salvar
have
seus
come
amigos.
back. Maybe I'll just fuck everything up. But
Mas você falou que ia
maybe
salvar
I
as
can't
pessoas.
fuck it up any more than it already was. I'm here now. I can do something. I have to do something. What did I do after I took this photo? It feels like a lifetime ago. Yes, I was going to see Moses. If anyone will know what to do, it's the physicist who studies time travel. And we will do something. My powers are complicated, and they can be dangerous. But this is my home, and I won't let it. Oh my God.
O que foi? Entendi.
Hello?
Hi, Hazel.
Max! Big night tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm sorry. Something really, really big has come up. I can't make it this weekend.
You are kidding me. Max, these are not the kind of people you want to cancel on.
I'm so sorry for the late notice. I only just found out myself.
Okay, I see this all the time. Young, talented artist on the verge of stardom. You're feeling some jitters. I get it.
No, it's not that. I know what I need to do. It's so peaceful. But for how long? Moses should be waiting for me in his office. I wonder how Moses will react to all this. Is a jack-o'-lantern series too on the nose for a New England photographer? Moses should be in his office waiting for our hot chocolate. He's smiling, but you know he feels empty inside. The planetarium, haven for astronomers and stoners alike. I told Moses they should add a laser light show, but apparently that's... Moses, I'm from the future. I bring dark tidings of... No, too biblical.
Tá, ali é o caminho certo. Aí, ó, viu?
Your Honor, my head's not in the clouds. It's up in space. Yasmin's replacement has some big ideas for the school. Kinda wish he'd keep them to himself. Come for the world-class education, stay for the timeshare presentation. My classroom is the great outdoors. At least until it starts snowing.
I told Dr. Jordan he didn't need to convince me. My own conversations with you were sufficient, not to mention your student ratings. Your intro courses are 9s and a sea of 4s. For you to be so highly regarded, especially by non-majors, is... Well, very highly regarded, it seems.
Max? You okay?
Sorry. Long day. You were saying?
I was just telling Moses that he is officially invited to join the Caledon faculty once he becomes Dr. Murphy next year.
Right, the job offer. I remember. I mean... It was a foregone conclusion. Moses is the best. Congratulations.
Thanks. I'm still taking it in. But President Teller's plans for the physics department are very exciting.
This building is the one real investment that Caledon has made in the sciences. With 4 departments under one roof, we need to expand. And that's just the beginning. In a few years, the whole school will look like this, a cutting-edge research institution to rival MIT.
I thought most students came to Caledon for liberal arts.
Currently, yes. But if we want to remain competitive and move past the events of last year, Caledon needs to modernize. Dr. Fayyad was a great leader, and she had an eye for talent. Finding Moses was one of her many successes. But she had an idealistic streak, which reminds me, Max, do your students still have all A's?
If my students show up and work hard, they receive A's. Art is subjective.
And yet we've managed to judge and critique art for centuries, if not millennia. I see no reason to stop on your account.
A Max é muito gatinha, né?
Max
Mano?
isn't a traditional academic, but she's amazing with her students. Like you said, Yasmin has an eye for talent. She was even talking about creating a photography major.
It's not that I doubt your talent, Max. You're just a beneficiary of her short-sightedness. I mean,
Ele é
a
apaixonado pela Max
professor,
no outro e sou apaixonado
sorry,
nesse
an
também.
instructor
Que é a mesma personagem, né?
with
É
no
igual.
teaching experience or terminal degree, living rent-free in the house that was once reserved for visiting luminaries? It's like, how was this allowed to happen?
Wow. I do not remember this conversation being such a disaster.
Well, duty calls. Moses, contact my office if you have any questions about the offer.
Man, that guy is just dying to fire me.
You already knew about my job offer. But you had to remember, so... You're not rewinding from later today, are you?
You're good. I'm back from Sunday.
Did you jump back into a photo? We agreed that that was too dangerous.
If you saw the alternative, I think you'd agree it was worth the risk.
What happened? Did something go wrong with the gallery show?
No, the show was great, incredible, but while I was gone, something at Caledon went very, very wrong. There was a protest about something. It turned into a riot. By the time I got back, the whole campus was on fire. Look.
That's definitely the campus on fire. Compositionally, it is a bit more abstract than usual.
I wasn't trying to take a photo. I dropped my camera when I saw you. There were students trapped inside. It was bad. I think a lot of people got hurt.
Okay. Before you came back here through the photo, did you try to rewind in the fire?
Oh my god. I didn't even think to.
Hey, you were in shock. It's understandable.
I've never felt so powerless before. All that destruction, and there was nothing I could do.
That's not true. You bought us time. Time that we'll make the most of. So, where should we start? Fire department? They'll just laugh at us. We should act normal. Search for clues, talk to suspects without rousing suspicion. Which is exactly what your powers are perfect for. Did we do any rewind testing when you were here the first time?
No, we just talked about my trip over hot chocolate.
Then let's change that. We'll practice your skills, and if you run into any danger this weekend, you'll be ready.
Let's get to work.
Moses is right. I need to be prepared. We've covered a lot of ground these past months together. After everything with the timelines last year, people
tudo
started
rapidinho.
talking about Safi. Yeah.
Só pra não perder nada.
About that whole no crazy storms in the 9 months that we've been. I'm a good guinea pig.
Ué? Foi o que não tinha testado os poderes?
I'm a good guinea pig. For the most part. Moses has been tracking weather patterns along with our rewind testing.
Uma impressora 3D, que da hora. Sou louco pra ter uma. Mas é o olho da cara, né?
Safi's been radio silent for
Eu lembro
almost a
disso, hein?
year. I wish we knew where she was.
Tô procurando uma coisa pra tirar foto. Certeza que deve ter um coletável aqui.
Moses' pride and joy. Though he hasn't had as much time for the stars. Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z. A cutting from Maya's memorial tree. We're planning to give it to Safi. If she ever comes back. Aw, May's at the vet. I was in the mood for another staring contest. When I, split reality in two and then mashed it back together, it wasn't exactly seamless. I offered to help him finish it, but Moses likes the reminder that all those crazy memories really happened.
Não dá pra tirar uma foto? Sacanagem.
Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that.
Caralho, estranho, não tem nada pra tirar foto aqui. Muito bizarro. Pô, é porque se fosse ia aparecer a câmerazinha.
You really missed your calling as the host of a children's science show.
There's still time. Let's begin. What was drawn on that card?
Ugh. Seriously?
I never joke about testing, Max.
And yet you're such a ham. One moment. Time to fire up my rewind. Yoink.
Welcome back.
Who's this formidable fellow?
That is the evil Swordmaster Frostbite from No True Samurai. Test number 1. Tell me who killed him.
I have no idea. Let me guess. I can find the answer somewhere in this very room.
Who cares? It's a one-strike question. Test failed.
You're the worst. Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fireflinger did the deed. Moses is so passionate about physics, but as far as I can tell, physics is just loading screens.
Ué?
You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster? Well, you're definitely no true samurai. But are you the killer? Using a rewind test to get me into anime? Moses is abusing his powers.
Caralho, não acertei de novo. Mas não tem mais nada aqui, mano.
Moses is so passionate about physics. But as far as I can tell, physics? I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai. But anime can surprise me. How dare Moses be good at art and physics? Some of us can barely be good at one thing.
Não era. Pelo amor de Deus, cara.
Oh, I'll find Swordmaster Frostbite's killer, Moses. Just you wait. I'm 90% sure that Harold isn't real. Moses just made up a fake grad student to get an office all to himself.
Eu não entendi. Quem foi que matou o...
I'm a good... for the most part.
Aham.
Are you my mystery killer?
Bom. Era o único que faltava, né? Só pode ser ele. Gente, não é possível, cara. Ele foi o último. Não tem mais nenhum boneco.
Are you my mystery killer? Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z. You really understand how I'm feeling right now? Turtle strapped to a rocket booster? Don't worry, Swordmaster Frostbite. I'll find your killer. Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Moses' secret contraband kettle out in the open?
Vamos ver se é tartaruga. Tô ficando sem ideia já. É. Eu já mexi com todo mundo. Olha o Deadpool.
Who was the murder victim? Frostbite? Maybe a fire flinger did the deed.
Esse não foi, né? Vamos testar. Não. Esse alien.
I doubt this little guy starred in No True Samurai. But anime can surprise me. Are you my mystery killer? Moses likes working on this when I'm around. I'm his Control Z.
O jogo já me travou, mano.
Well, you're definitely no true samurai.
Ah.
So, your name is Mina, but did you kill the samurai? Where's the proof? So, your name is Mina, but did you kill the samurai? Moses had me rewind after the first scene of Brain Bucket 3 because he, quote, needed to unsee that. Okay, ask me.
Who killed Swordmaster Frostbite in No True Samurai?
Mina Hiramatsu, the badass high schooler.
Correct! Are you ready for test number 2? Please hand me the object behind that locked door.
If you want me to do something other than break into this thing with a screwdriver, speak now.
I'm just observing my test subject.
Good to hear. Haven't had to break into something for a while. But it's probably just like stealing a bike. You just love watching me break things for science.
I know I won't remember it, but I still love watching it.
Damn. It's never simple in the time dojo.
Você fez do mesmo jeito, imbecil.
Okay, I'm probably not going to develop hand-eye coordination in the next few minutes. Need another plan.
Caralho, você é meio burro, hein, Max? Cara, ela abriu do mesmo jeito, sabendo que não era pra abrir desse jeito.
Get us out of here!
Já que ela tem o poder de voltar no tempo, não era mais fácil ela pegar o negócio, segurar a porta pra abrir devagar? Imbecil. É umas coisas idiota, né, velho? Que você nem acredita que tá acontecendo o que aconteceu.
Is this a bonus rewind test? Did you want the mug to fall?
No. That's just a lucky break.
Isso é uma porca rindo. Mas nem precisava, era só botar a mão embaixo. Mas tá bom.
Yes.
Que isso?
Max, you have to unbust the door.
What? Fixing it wasn't part of the test?
I think you know that it was. Thanks. I'll put the kettle on. Meet me on the X when you're ready.
Probably not a buried treasure, but you never know.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay. I want you to teleport to this side of the room in a particular moment. Specifically, the moment before this mug hits the ground.
Moses?
It does that sometimes. I'm gonna count to 3.
Moses!
Ah!
Just unplug the kettle.
Oh, it just does that sometimes.
Guess I'll have to do this myself.
Ah!
Moses, unplug the kettle.
Max, why'd you leave the X? What happened?
Fire happened.
Whoa. And I was just gonna let it spark. Thank you, teleporting Max. What?
That didn't happen before. We had hot chocolate last time, but it didn't combust. I just got back and I'm already changing things.
That's fascinating. Probably best to skip on the hot chocolate today. Let's debrief when you're ready.
E nós vamos parando por aqui e continuamos no próximo episódio. Valeu, falou e eu fui. Nossa, ela é linda, mano.